But
super
can you tell
fun.
me a little bit about your upbringing? Because your dad's Peruvian and he was a surgeon. Do you think his kind of controlled and analytical mindset really helped you in the cross training you did as a kid? Because you did judo and kung fu
Yeah.
and all these sort of things. Do you think that made you such a great competitor? That cerebral outlook?
I think that I didn't see him a whole lot because he was working so much, but I think that the main thing that I got from him was work ethic and belief in yourself. That those are the two
Hmm.
things that he used to talk about a lot. My dad worked very hard at his job. He was always away from home pretty much. He was up early and back home late. And he was a very busy guy. So he was a chest surgeon. So he did everything from the lungs to the heart to everything in there. So that takes obviously a tremendous amount of work ethic and hard work, especially as someone who came from Peru. To break into the United States and establish himself as a top surgeon, was a very difficult thing,
Hmm.
especially back then in the 60s and 70s. So, and he said, I remember he told me a story about how he was trying to get into a residency program initially from Peru, and they told him that they had already picked who they were going to have as residents, and he went to the United States anyway to have an interview, and they're like, "Well, you can if you
Oh,
want, if you want to come by, that's fine, but we already picked the people that we have." And he was very persistent, and he went there and he proved himself, and they took him on as another resident. So I remember him just talking about being an optimist, believing yourself, and having the work ethic to back it up. And eventually said people are gonna take notice, and you'll be successful, but it's never an easy journey, and you got to fight for what you want. And those are kind of the main takeaways that I got from my dad.